owner.
Atta girl.
I know. Well, let me tell you, I've been coveting one for a very long time. I've borrowed my husband's MacBook, and his is still running strong. He's probably had it over 5 years. His previous MacBook also lasted many years. So I know that they are really the name when it comes to quality.
Sure.
They are the best in class. So Bill Duggan's here to tell us about this great little MacBook offer. So I'm really thrilled with my MacBook purchase, and I think it was worth every single penny. You pay a little bit more, but you get a lot more. You're getting the #1 brand in Apple electronics. You're getting the MacBook Air. This is the M1. This is also the best price we have ever offered on the M1 mode in an Apple MacBook Air.
Correct.
We never, ever have these on Air. They're actually very few and far between. The last time we did this, we did it as a Today's Special. That was like over 6 months ago. So it has been more than 6 months since we even have offered any MacBook Air of any style, of any quality here on HSN. So I'm so glad you're here. It did sell out as a Today's Special. So glad we could bring it back. So couple choices. You're going to choose what color you want in the MacBook Air. It comes in 3 colors. It comes in the gold, which is like a coppery gold. Also comes in the silver and also comes in the space gray. So you pick your color here, but you are getting more. And remember, these are brand new. This is the whole Apple experience right out of the box. So these are not refurbished. These are not used or pre-owned. You're getting that incredible new car smell when you open the box. Then you're going to get a couple of really cool extras. You're going to get this fun clip-on case that protects the outside shell of your Apple MacBook Air. You're also getting a carrying case that's padded and soft. It's got the organization. You're also getting earbuds, and those are Bluetooth. You're getting the Mac U Lifestyle Essentials. So you're also getting the membership to Mac U, which is like extra tutorials and classes and extra help when you get it home. So you got everything you need to get started. You're just going to pick the color that you want in these accessories. So I'll start right here. Order clear if you want this one. I'm going to try to do this without dropping it. Anyway, as you can see,
you're pretty
it's
much
not
ordering
breakable.
by the clip-on case.
It's a clip-on, and it's going to clip onto your MacBook Air. But I wanted, if you could just keep it separate. This is the case, and that is a red houndstooth, okay? That's the clear option. I know it's clear as mud, but you get the idea. Now, this one is called Leopard, and that does have a true leopard outer shell, but the carrying case is going to be brown. The one here,
white marble.
White marble, that's a cool look. So that has like the look of like an agate or marble, and it's got a gray case. The green, you're going to order Galaxy, and that's kind of like a really cool, fun, almost like look at Mother Earth from outer space. And then we also have it for you in this great blue. We're called Serenity Python. Ooh la la.
Right.
And then here we've got our Celestial. That comes with a clear case and a lilac bag. So you're getting everything you need. It's like really the complete solution, but really what a wonderful value. Lowest price that we have offered on our Apple MacBook Air in the M1 mode. Also, big savings, over $300 off. A hot deal is really the best time to lock in one of these great values. And we have a couple ways for you to finance your order. We've got FlexPay, $176 a month. If you want to take your time and pay this off interest-free. I love that we have FlexPay. A lot of places that sell Apple do not.
Right.
We also have VIP financing. So if you have the HSN credit card, you can take your time over the next 18 months and pay this off interest-free. And our monthly payment is $48 and change. So if you can do 1 or 2 of those, you're getting a new Apple MacBook Air today. Bill Duggan, this is a great time to get a MacBook Air. Do it now before the rush to back to school or back to work, and you're going to be absolutely thrilled with your purchase. It's so fast, it's so seamless, it's so intuitive. It knows what it wants to do before I even know what I want to do.
And it's reliable.
Yes.
The fact that, it's 1:30 in the morning and I got to get online and pay a bill or, get some work done, you want your computer to work for you. You're opening it up on a Monday morning and it's like, oh, if you have to wait for your computer, it's a beautiful time to upgrade because, yes, as you said, Apple is an investment, but it's an investment in that reliability. It's an investment in performance. And sure, there is definitely a little bit of panache and be like, look at me, I got a MacBook, which is great. But really what it comes down to, your documents and everything perform and are secure on this 256 gigabyte computer, which is great. So you want to show it off. It is that nice wedge design, which is awesome, very iconic. And then you have your headphone jack, yet it still has Bluetooth, spin it around. You have your 2 USB-C ports. That's where you charge, that's where you transfer, that's where everything comes in. One of the big callouts though, it is the M1 chip. Why do we like to highlight that? One, you saw how quick it booted up, but two, the M chip series is made by Apple. The prior models, which are still out there in the marketplace, are a third-party vendor. And I'll be honest with you, it's Intel. But that's just it. If you're shopping and you see an Apple MacBook with Intel, some people are like, ooh, that's a name I know. That's also an older computer because since the M1 chip came out, it was all in-house by Apple. They wanted to make sure they had, top to bottom quality control. So the M1 chip is great. And what did you also notice? I needed to log in. I have finger touch ID with a biometric fingerprint reader right over there. So I don't have to remember those passwords, those usernames, or even, it's funny, I was doing a show and Adam wanted me to pull up something on Instagram.
Yeah.
I haven't logged into Instagram. I don't know since when, because it automatically
right, it's usually
loads
on
up.
your phone.
Exactly. So I pulled up Instagram and I was like, what is my password? Boom, finger touch ID, love it. Speakers on both sides, large trackpad, backlit keyboard. When I made the jump to Apple, one of the first things I wanted that backlit keyboard because it was kind of fancy. Now more and more providing that. However, you know who the first to give us backlit keyboard, solid state hard drive? It was Apple. Apple's always ahead of the curve, so you're investing at the right time when it is the most affordable MacBook we've been able to share with you in a while. Because I'll be honest with you, the M series of chips, Apple has gone up to the M4 chip on some of their systems. So the fact that you're getting the M1, it is the most affordable that is out there. Because Macs normally are in that $100 or $1,000 plus price point, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what are you going to use the computer for? Just like the rest of us, get online, shop, use it for work and school. I want you to realize you have so much RAM and memory that you can multitask to your heart's content. Because yes, I was online shopping, but then I'm going to jump over here and watch a movie. You want beautiful display. This is a Retina display. Great audio, right? Boom. Oh, I have something else up and running in the background. You can hear it in the background, but more importantly, it gives you that audio. It gives you those visuals when you want it, because kids are smart. They're like, Mom, Dad, I need a new computer for school. I want a MacBook. And sure, can you always get the kids a MacBook? It can add up, right?
Right.
But when it is this affordable, and you said back to school time, it is back to school time. Because someone that once said, moving into a computer is like moving houses. Because sure, you want everything off the desktop, but what about all the files from years past, everything that you have in the attic, in the garage? You want to make sure you have the memory and the room to grow with this computer, and then you're not leaving it behind. One thing, this is very familiar, if you're new to Apple, perfect place to try it, because one, we make it affordable, but the other thing, this looks like my phone. This looks like my tablet, which is great. And notice you have numbers and pages and Keynote. Those are the Apple equivalent of the Microsoft system.
Okay.
But I went to the App Store. I was able to download Microsoft Word and PowerPoint and Excel because, it works in both worlds now, which is great. And I mentioned the App Store. One thing that's cool about the Apple apps, you have to realize it is a more secure system that has a dedicated chip for security, but the security of the Mac in terms of as we download different apps and services and different documents, we're not getting all that extra stuff in the background. The junk, the cache, the cookies, the malware, that slow down your PC computer year 2, junior year, senior year, where all of a sudden, guess what? You need to go buy a new computer. I can't tell you how many individuals have come up to me and was like, I love my Mac, I've had it for years, a decade or more. And that is where it is worth the investment. You're not buying a new computer every year.
Worth every single
keeps
penny.
Going. Right.
Because you never regret buying quality, right? You never regret buying the best quality your money can buy. And ever since I bought my MacBook Air, I feel like I am driving a fancy new car. Now, I am not driving a fancy new car. It's a very old Subaru, but it's near and dear to my heart. But you know what? I'd rather have a new computer, because what do you spend hours on every single day? What do you do your email on? What do you do your FaceTime? How do you keep in touch with family and friends? How do you order groceries? How do you book a trip? How do you just surf the web or go shopping? What I have been using my MacBook Air for is all of my travels. Because one thing I really loved about it, and I did a lot of shopping around, I said, it's got to be lightweight. I'm someone who's going to bring my laptop on every plane trip. I'm going to take it to the coffee shop. I'm going to take it to Colorado. I'm going to take it to Florida. I'm going to take it to Pennsylvania. So it cannot be heavy. This weighs just a little over 2 pounds. So it's still under 3 pounds. I like how thin it is. I like how sleek it is. I like how easy it is to use. I like how when I open it up, it's a really user-friendly keyboard. It's a backlit keyboard. And to Bill's point, once I figured out that I can just use that one touch to open up just about any website. I've been doing banking from the road. I've been trying to open up websites I haven't been to in a while. They require all these passwords. They require all these logins. It's really nice because once you touch that button, you don't have to worry about getting in ever again. And remember, we're not only giving you a really, really fabulous laptop that'll probably give you more speed, more features, more power, more performance than you would ever need. So it's everything you want right here at your fingertips. But we're going to give you a choice of colors because we've got them in stock, and we have not had this in stock in over 6 months. So a really great time to order and lock this in, because we're going to make this easy for you. We've got the gray, we have the silver, and we have the gold. The gold is kind of like almost like a shiny copper penny. And then you're going to choose your color of the case. If you choose the clear case, you're really getting sort of a clear outer case, but then you're getting the red houndstooth carrying case. And then we've got our, I think in the middle there, that's kind of hiding.
White
that
marble.
one is our white marble. Then we've got our leopard. So just have some fun. I mean, everybody's got some really great style at home, so you know which one speaks to you. The green one is going to be your galaxy marble. The blue is going to be serenity python. And in the back, the lilac color is called celestial. So we've got something for you. But with an 18-hour battery life, this may be just what you're looking for. If you're struggling with your laptop or your tablet right now, and you're like, it doesn't last more than a few hours before I have to recharge. How do you get through a long day? I've been using mine on my cross-country flights, and what I really love is I simply opened up my Apple MacBook. I mean, I hadn't even signed into a website yet, Bill. The first thing I did was start downloading movies and television shows because I want to bring my entertainment with me. I'm someone who gets a little fidgety on that plane, right? And, you know, with summer storms and weather delays and waiting in airports and lounges, I want to make sure I have plenty of things to do. So I instantly, and you can see it on Bill's, you can open it up. He's got all those apps. I started downloading things like Netflix and Prime. I logged into my accounts. I could easily download all of my movies and shows that were on my wish list, and I could start watching them. And I downloaded them so when I wasn't connected to the internet, maybe on the plane, because who wants to pay that extra fee, right?
Right.
All I did was pop on my wireless Bluetooth headphones. I watched so many cool movies and shows when I had a little downtime. And it was so great to have everything right there. In fact, if you are connected to the internet, you could actually watch HSN and QVC live. You could watch our show right now.
It's funny, Sarah. You
don't even need a TV anymore if you've got a great computer.
Growing up in our kitchen, we had that little 13-inch black and white TV in the kitchen. I watched all my cartoons there and everything. This is better than that television because, one, that TV lived there. This can go upstairs to my room. It can go with you as you travel. Yeah. But more importantly, it does perform like it does. You need it to for work and for school, which is great. But it's that system that is reliable, that's going to last. Guy Uvan used to always talk about it. He loves his Mac. He's had it for years. But the battery started to go. Or don't be like my sister. She went through the holidays last year. She knew her computer was on its last legs. She was pushing it. But, you know, she got to get through Christmas and the presents and shopping for the kids. What happened to her in January? Her computer went down. It full on would not open. She didn't have the luxury of shopping. She had a need and, you know, couldn't wait for a deal, needed a new computer system, and that's where you're getting ahead of it. You can move into it at your leisure. I can't tell you how many people have, you know, gotten a new Mac because their old one still worked, but they handed off the old one,
Right.
gave that to the
Donate
kids.
it.
And really, that's what's great about it. Because one, what we're getting here is going to also not only give you a unique look, which again, if you go to that, coffee shop or the cafeteria and the library, who has that white marble? This is a clip-on cover. It's a clip-on cover, so yes, you can remove it. And if you wanted to trade this in 2 years down the road, it's gonna still look good, but it protects it too. So you can take it on or take it off, which is great. It's funny, Julie Truster, when she first started sharing electronics with us, she went and got a MacBook and she put it in her bag with her keys and she got a scratch on here. She's like, Bill, what happened? Can I get it out? It's like keying your car. Because one, this is an investment.
Right.
I'm like, Julie, you gotta get one of these cases because it is great.
Those little clip-on cases, they didn't come with the MacBook that you buy at the Apple store. You know what else they don't come with? If you go to the store in the mall, they don't come with financing. We have that for you. And that's what's so great about HSN. We bring you all the major brands. We do exclusive offers. You get everything you need. You get the entire package. And we give you a monthly payment plan. So you choose what color and then what color of the accessories. And if you want to put this on FlexPay, our FlexPay break down to $176 a month. Wow. $176 a month. You could own a MacBook Air. Now, you don't have to pay it all off before we send it to you. The good news is you'll have this in your hot little hand in about a week. You will have your new MacBook Air. You're going to love your experience. I think you're going to be so thrilled. It is like driving that fancy new car off the lot and just feeling like so excited. Like finally, you have the one that you've been wanting, the one that you've been waiting for, and the one that you've been coveting. Every time you see someone else with their MacBook, you're like, someday that's going to be me. Today's that day. Because we've been waiting more than 6 months to even bring this back on air. We also have financing for you. And financing makes it even more affordable. You don't have to pay it off in 5 months. In fact, we're going to give you 18 months. So let's see. That is like 2026.
Wow.
Wow. Bill, we're going to be old in 18 months. We're going to be a year older. Everybody's going to be a year older in 18 months. So that's going to be $44 and change a month if you have the HSN credit card. So love for you to pick up the card because that gives you just great financing offers. There's no annual fee on the HSN credit card, just the red carpet treatment here. And we'd love for you to become a part of our Apple family. Bill has been presenting Apple products on our network for how many years now? 12, 13?
It's funny, I've been there 17, so about 12 years the Apple came in.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, Apple normally is tucked away in the middle of the night where we used to be because we don't get a lot. And that's where, again, we have not had a MacBook. I mean, one other time this year, so you chose it at the right time. A few of the other extras you're getting, because yes, it's that MacBook with 256 gigabytes of a solid-state hard drive with the M1 chip. I showed you the clip-on case. I love this case, because normally we just give you a sleeve. Has a nice handle up here at the top, front pocket, a trolley holder right here in the back, so you can put it over your carry-on. And you're also in there going to have this voucher. It is, again, that Mac lifestyle services. You get to 2 years to learn a language. You can stream some music, cooking. This part right here, the Mac U, is customer support, pretty much. It's online video support for an entire year. And this is a cool call out. If you're new to Apple, we all have questions. In the fall, Apple's gonna give a huge update to their operating system. To the phone and the tablet and the computer. So there's gonna be some changes. The Mac U will have online video support. Why is that great? It's 1:30 in the morning. The stores are closed. The kids who I call for tech help are asleep. The Mac U, you can just jump online and it'll give you video tutorials, which is great. Because there's little things you might not be aware your computer can do. So this is a fun one. It's called sidecarring. Do you have an iPad too, Sarah? Or
my husband does.
See what I can do over here? Maybe you like that 13-inch size screen, but you want to go a little larger. I can take my iPad and boom, I have a second screen experience. Just like that.
Whoa.
Did you know you could do this at home? Did you think you had to go out and buy another monitor? No, you can just go all your photos to that side and it gives me more room to work on my homework and my spreadsheet. This functionality is that Apple difference. Because Sarah, I just set this up.
Because they talk to each other.
They do. You can make them work together. Where are all the extra cords and the extra clutter? Yeah. Apple streamlined everything the way it looks. I mean, when you think about the tech world, it's very square, right? The processors, the batteries, they've redesigned the whole chassis of this computer. That wedge taper design, normally, your brick and processor would stop right here because it's square. Nope. Every millimeter of this computer was designed for efficiency and performance. The big takeaway is that M1 chip. And the thing is funny, you mentioned the 18-hour battery life.
Yeah.
That's because of the M1 chip made by Apple. Because the prior chips were not as efficient. And Apple made it in-house. You know what the M stands for?
No.
It took, I literally just figured this out like 2 months ago. M is for Mac. I don't know why.
Wow.
I know, you think it's some arbitrary machine, whatever, but no, it is for Mac, and I was like, I didn't even think of that.
Sometimes the answer is right before our very own
Exactly.
eyes. And I hope you are giving yourself a big thumbs up. I hope you're saying, you know what, this is the moment. I have been wanting a MacBook, and I've wanted one for years. I finally did it this year.
Good.
I do not have any regrets because you mentioned how it integrates with all your other devices if you have other Apple devices. My husband actually made it really simple. He's like, well, do you want a computer that talks to your phone? Because you have an Apple iPhone. Because it won't talk to a PC. And I thought, you're right. Actually, because I have an Apple iPhone, I can now sit on my MacBook and I don't have to worry about like sending videos or pictures back and forth. I don't have to go back to my phone and look at my text messages. My text messages can pop up on my Apple MacBook. So if you already have an Apple phone, it's kind of a no-brainer to make the leap to an Apple MacBook Air. But this is the streamlined, smooth, seamless experience that you've come to expect from Apple. You are going to be very, very pleased. This will probably exceed all of your expectations, and you'll look back years from now when you still have this exact same computer and you'll say to yourself, I'm so glad I decided to upgrade and get that quality brand. I'm so glad I got an Apple. This is still under $1,000, which is a great price for any MacBook out there. In fact, I've seen some of the refurbished ones sell for more than the price of our new, brand new, out-of-the-box Apple MacBook Air M1. So this is probably all the computer that you need at a really great price. We're going to move on in a couple moments, but I really want you to give this serious consideration because it literally may be another year before we can do a bundle like this one.
And that's just it. You don't want to wait. And you said it perfectly. There are refurbished computers out there for more money. You're really getting more bang for your buck. But this is what Sarah's talking about. I snapped a picture of us real quick on my phone. It's already backed up and saved on the computer. I didn't have to take out the card or cord, and that's that Apple ecosystem. But one thing people have to realize, it's not just for the Apple users, because it used to be just for the Apple users.
Yeah.
Now, if you do have the Android phone, you wanted to communicate because your calendar and your contacts, you can make that work. And I'll be honest with you, I don't know how that works, but I know some of our old show hosts, they used to have Android operating systems. But the Mac U has videos online that can make sure it communicates with you. It's more having a computer that will grow with you, grow with your needs, and be reliable. Because, you know, now it's 1 in the morning, now I want to plan that trip. I can jump online, but then I got to jump back and check my emails because that's where the office communicates with me. And remember, it's getting connected. It's getting those tasks done so we can go on with what we want to get done. And this is what I love. The office sent me a PowerPoint presentation. This is a Mac. I don't have PowerPoint. I downloaded it for free on the Mac App Store. Just how quick it opened that up. And Sarah, you're talking about your videos. We get a coffee break. We're watching something in bed. I don't want to be waiting for my computer when I just want to get my show pulled up. This is that voucher you're getting. Remember, that voucher has 6 different apps and services. The Mac U for a full year, which is that online video support. Learn how to use your Apple devices and operating systems and software very easily at your convenience for a whole year. Then you have hotspot shield protection. It's funny, some of these extras, people are like, do I really need this? Do I want that? My sister, we had to turn in something to the credit agencies, all 3 credit agencies. And she's like, I'm just gonna do it while I'm at the airport waiting. And I'm like, you're gonna what? You're gonna do all your Social Security stuff on the airport Wi-Fi? I'm like, I wouldn't do that. However, I'm like, get hotspot shield to be protected. Because we do. All our sensitive information are on these devices.
And to that point, do I ever need to buy another service to protect me from
viruses and malware?
Viruses, spyware,
That's
malware.
just it. The Apple ecosystem is more secure and more locked down. We don't need to talk about virus protection and all of that.
Because that is a pain. Every year it expires. Every year you get all these notifications. Oh, you have to sign up for it again. And now you get a virus. If you are really sick and tired of all of those extras, and they can be like $100 a year, you do not have to worry about that anymore. So all the things that you're saving, they really create the best value when it comes to making a great investment. So I would love for you to pick this up today. All you do is choose the color of the MacBook that you want. We have what are we calling this?
That's gold.
Gold. It's kind of like a rose gold, a little bit of a copper. We have the silver and we have the gray. I think the gold is very, very popular tonight. And remember, this is our hot deal, so it's for a limited time only. It's our birthday month here at HSN. Don't expect this to last the entire month because it took us more than 6 months to bring this back. And before that, it was a year since the last time we had an Apple MacBook Air on camera here at HSN. Then all you do, once you choose your color of your MacBook, then you're choosing the color of your accessories. You can check them all out online. But we really love to put together the whole package because if you walk into the Apple store, they will not have all the accessories that you want available.
Right.
What they do have is limited, kind of boring, kind of basic, and a little bit more expensive. And then they will ask you to pay in full. And you're going to have to give them your credit card. And instead, here at HSN, we give you monthly payments. We give you 30-day returns.
Yes.
And we give you HSN financing, 18-month financing.
It's a no-brainer if you ask me.
That's right. Bill Duggan, thank you so
Have a
much.
good night.
I'll be back later on Friday with DG2 and Sam Sabora. Have a great night, everybody.
Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you love.